their home match against Mönchengladbach. Andre Golka, the challenge by Stefan, and the referee, Michael Malbranck, deciding that was a foul. Here it is again, and the ball had gone, and Stefan took Golka's legs, so a penalty. Argentinian star, Sergio Serrata, and he sends Uwe Kamps, in the Mönchengladbach goal the wrong way. So 1-0 for Nuremberg after 43 minutes. Here it is again. The ball goes one way, Kamps goes the other. And then the 48th minute, the throw-in for Mönchengladbach, 10th in the table with 30 points. Nuremberg 6th with 36 points. There's Hans-Jörg Kriens, his 5th Bundesliga goal of the season. 1-1. Mönchengladbach only 2 defeats in their last 14 matches. Nuremberg with 4 wins and 4 defeats in their last 8 games. And Kriens, the fastest man to react there. And then a free kick, which Kamps can't hold. Serrata is there. His 2nd goal of the game. A terrible mistake by Uwe Kamps. Here it is again. A free kick from Wagner. Kamps can't hold it. And so Nuremberg beat Gladbach by 2-1. Hamburg 15th in the table with 28 points against Leverkusen 4th with 40 points. That was the 30th minute, and a foul by Ion Lupescu, the Romanian star for Leverkusen, on Thomas von Heesen, and the referee, Karl-Heinz Glaser, shows Lupescu the red card because he'd already been shown the yellow card. And so, in the second half, Leverkusen down to 10 men after that foul there by Lupescu. But no score at half-time. And then, in the 53rd minute, this happened. Heiko Herrlich right through. His 3rd goal of the season for Leverkusen. Leverkusen, as I was saying, 4th with 40 points. Could still win the championship. And against the run of play, they go 1-0 up. A few Leverkusen fans, among the 25,000 in the Hamburg Stadium, naturally delighted. And then the 77th minute. Cross comes over, Frank Roda, and a great header by Richard Siron, Polish international. His 1st goal for Hamburg. And that goal, which we're just seeing again now, gave Hamburg a very important 1-1 tie. Christoph Daum, the coach of VfB Stuttgart. Stuttgart playing in the Munich Olympic Stadium in front of a capacity crowd of 65,000 against Bayern Munich. Bayern on the attack with Michael Steenkopf and a fine save by Eike Immel in the Stuttgart goal. There's Steenkopf. Bayern 12th in the table, 29 points. Stuttgart, the league leaders, top of the table with 43 points. But it was all Bayern in the early stages. Eike Immel had a lot more to do. And there's Erich Ribbeck, the Bayern coach. But Eike Immel had a lot more to do than Gary Hildringhaus at the other end of the pitch, the Bayern Munich keeper. This is Stefan Effenberg, and a fine long shot by the German international midfielder. Bayern Munich lost 3-2 in Stuttgart. But Stuttgart haven't won in the Munich Olympic Stadium in their last 19 matches, believe it or not, over a period of 22 years. But still, Stuttgart unbeaten in the last 9 games in the league this season. And to their credit, they came back well. Matthias Sammer, but of course, with shots like that, former East German international, won't worry Hildringhaus. At the back there on the left, as you look at your screen, you could see Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, a former German captain and a former Bayern Munich captain. And he must have been pleased with the performance in the first half of his team, Bayern Munich. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, now a vice president of Bayern Munich, together with the legendary Franz Beckenbauer. An interception by Olaf Thon, the acting sweeper in the Bayern club. A great run by Thon. Lovely through pass to Effenberg. He turns inside. Great left-footed shot. No chance for Ike Immel. The 43rd minute. Stefan Effenberg with his 7th goal of the season. It's a fine run and a beautiful through pass by Olaf Thon. And then Effenberg sees Schaefer coming across, stops, goes inside, hits it perfectly with his left foot. Not even Ike Immel could stop that one. There goes Mazinho, Brazilian player. Nice little chip. Volfart. Now, is he brought down there by Frontsek or not? Erich Ribbeck thinks yes. The referee, Manfred Führer, says no. Here it is again. Volfart chests it down. And there, Frontsek took his legs, but the referee didn't give a penalty, so at half-time, just 1-0 for Bayern Munich. Mazinho, Effenberg, and the referee then deciding that was a foul by Ike Immel. Immel complaining, gets the yellow card. Christoph Daum, ironically applauding the referee. Gaudino, good to Schaefer, all saying words. Now let's take a look at that again. Was it a foul? Or did Effenberg take a dive? I think he took a dive, but the referee didn't. But it didn't make any difference because Ike Immel saved the penalty. Olaf Thon took it, and Immel saved it. Steenkop. Danish international Brian Laudrup, who came on in the second half for Volfart, right through on his own. He's brought down there by Günther Schaefer. And Schaefer gets the red card. Dieter Hoeneß, who used to play for Bayern Munich, now the manager of VfB Stuttgart, shaking his head in disbelief. So in the closing stages, the league leaders down to 10 men, and Bayern had several good chances to score again. Here's Mazinho, going one way then the other. Then Steenkop, he goes one way then the other, tries a shot, and Immel saves it. But in actual fact, it was Stuttgart who had the last chance of the match. Zammer to Manfred Kastel. But that was the last chance, and so Bayern Munich defeated Stuttgart by 1-0. On German soccer highlights, Stuttgart kickers against Dortmund. The kickers on the attack in the all-blue strip. That was Karol Kula, Czechoslovak international. The cross came over from Marcus Marine. Stuttgart kickers 17th with 26 points. Dortmund second in the table with 43 points. Stefan Chapuisat, Swiss international, the leading goal scorer in the Bundesliga. Chappie with 17 goals to his credit. Knut Reinhardt with the cross. Chapuisat on the turn, almost getting number 18. Dortmund, only one defeat in their last 21 games. That was by 2-1 in Nuremberg. The kickers lost 3-1 in Dortmund, but still they've taken 7 points from their last 5 matches. The chance here, and a fine save by Klaus Reitmeier. That was Michael Zorc, the Dortmund captain, who fired in that shot. The pass came from Günter Breizke. A great save by Klaus Reitmeier. Reinhard Sobel, the Stuttgart kickers coach, not too happy with his team's performance in the first half. Dortmund now playing from left to right. Here's Michael Rummenigge, and a great shot by him in the 52nd minute. Michael Rummenigge getting his 10th Bundesliga goal of the season and his 75th altogether in the Bundesliga. And what an important one it was. The ball just touching the inside of the post, then going past Klaus Reitmeier into the net. He moved inside well and hit it perfectly. Look at that. So 1-0 for Dortmund after 52 minutes. And the Dortmund fans who travelled to Stuttgart were naturally delighted. To their credit, though, Stuttgart kickers, struggling against relegation, came back well. And Stefan Klose in the Dortmund goal, having to clear with his head against Marine. Look at that, what a save that was. You don't see that very often. Marine actually had a couple of great chances to get the equaliser for the Stuttgart kickers. Now watch this. Here's Marine, and again. Now that should have been the equaliser. Marine has got 12 goals this season. That should have been 13. Hits it with his left foot. Klose actually lucky to stop it with his leg. He didn't know much about it. Marine hit it well. And Stefan Klose just got a boot to it. And it was the Stuttgart kickers who also had the last chance of the game. Here it is. Watch this now. We're in the dying seconds. Marcus Marine in the middle. Novindomski! And that was the last chance. And so Dortmund won in Stuttgart against the kickers by 1-0.